औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली अल्लाहुम्मा अफ़्तह अलैना हिकमतक वअनशुरना रहमतक या ज़ल जलाली वल इकराम अल्लाहुम्मा इन्नी असअलुका इल्मन नाफ़िअन व अमलन मुतक़ब्बलन व रिज़्क़न तय्यिबा अल्लाहुम्मा आफ़िनी फ़ी बदनी अल्लाहुम्मा आफ़िनी फ़ी समई अल्लाहुम्मा आफ़िनी फ़ी बसरी ला इलाहा इल्ला अंता सुब्हानक इन्नी कुन्तु मिनज़ ज़ालिमीन रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा Assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay, today we are going to learn about functions. Our subject code is 2210 computer science and today is 10th of November and our topic is functions. So let's see how to create function, how to write function in pseudocode, what are its benefits, blah blah blah. Okay, let's start. Functions and procedures using pseudocode. Okay, let's discuss pseudocode. Let's discuss function using pseudocode. 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 Okay, now let's create function. How to create function is very easy. First we need to write a keyword function at the start, then identifier name, and after that at the end we will write over here and the function over here. The only difference between function and the procedure is that function will always return something. It will always return some value, but on the other end the procedure will not return anything. Okay, now this is the function name, some function. It is clear from the name as well. Okay, it will do what? It will calculate the sum of any number. So let's start. Inside the body of this function I'm going to do what? I'm going to write here, let's take input from user. Let's take input from user. Okay, how to take input from user? So first we'll write here suitable message, please enter first number, just like that. It's mentioned over here. Okay, this is one of the programming technique. The another programming technique I'm going to write over here, that is input. Let's suppose I'm going to declare a meaningful variable name over here, number 1. So whatever user will enter, that will be stored in this variable num1. What is storage? Data will be stored over here. Data will be stored here in this variable. And what is variable? Variable is a storage area which will store whatever user will enter, and that will directly pass to in this variable num1. Okay, now the same way I'm going to declare two other variables, and then I will perform what? The addition operation. So let's save the time, Control V, done. Okay, just change the variable name over here, num2. Please enter the second number. Just change this message over here. Till here I have used so many programming techniques. One is function, the another one is comment. So after that output, that will help me to print this message, and after that num1 and num2, these are meaningful variable name. So now let's perform calculation over here. I'm going to write here comment here. Let's perform addition. Now we have input, we have num1, num2, and let me put some spaces over here so that it will separate these three statements. Now I'm going to perform here addition. So how to perform addition is very easy. I'm going to declare one more variable name. So let's suppose I'm going to use over a result, and here I'm going to use this arrow as an assignment operator. Okay, in pseudocode we use this arrow as an assignment operator. Now let's perform addition using this operator, num1 plus num2. I have two operands, num1 and num2, and plus is operator. Whatever user will enter over here, that will be stored in this variable name, and another value will be go directly in this variable. Okay, now let's print the result. Okay, I've done till here. Done. Okay, now another thing is I need to call a function over here. Function we will always call outside the body of this function, or let's say we will write a main program and we will call this function in a main program. So I'm going to write here main program over here. Main program we will create outside the body of the function. So in the main program we will do what? We will call this function. Okay, how to call it? With the help of keyword call and the identifier name, this function. Let's copy this as it is and just place it over here, space. Okay, that's it. That's how we will call this function. Okay, now what will be the outcome? When we'll run this code, this statement will be executed. Comment over here these two statements. Computer programmer will convert this into high level programming language. The programmer compiler will ignore these two statements because it's a comment. That function, it will jump into the function body. Then see on this is this will tell us what I'm going to perform in the next step, or whenever the user will read your source code. If someone else is reading your source code is the programming statement that we have written. I have written this solution using a pseudocode, and pseudocode is one of the algorithm. There are three types of algorithm. One is pseudocode, flowchart, and the structure diagram. So first it will print this message as it is on the output screen. So let me write over here the display screen as well. So here I'm going to create display screen. Let's try run this display screen I have over here. So when the first statement will be executed, when we will call this function is called over here, what happened? It will call all these statements. So now first it will print this message, please enter first number, okay. Then it will wait for user will enter the input. Okay, let's suppose user will enter, let's suppose 34. Okay, now next it will wait and then it will ask for please enter second number. So let me copy this. When this statement will be executed, output please enter second number. So what we will get, user will see on the output screen, please enter second number. This will be appear on the output screen, and let's suppose this time user will enter, let's suppose 11 after executing this statement as it is. Now the computer will perform at the back end these operations, addition, num1 plus num2, and that this result will be stored over here, and after that, that's it. You will get nothing on the output screen. Your program will end over here. So this is called logical error. There are two types of error. One is syntax error, the other one is logical error. Our program here will execute without any error, but we will get nothing on the output screen. Means we are not getting our desired outcome. This is known as logical error. So let's remove the logical error. So here in the function body, I'm going to do what? I'm going to use another programming technique that will help me to extract this result, to display this result on the output screen. So I'm going to write here output sum of two numbers is equal to, after the comma separator I'm going to use this variable result. Now in this case, when I will execute this code, we will get on the output screen now we will get on the output screen what? Sum of two numbers is equal to, then whatever is stored in this result after adding these two numbers we will get on the output screen. In this case we will get what, 44. This is our outcome on the output screen after executing all these statements. So what is the purpose of this? We can call this function again and again, means it will enhance our reusability. We will save the memory, save the time, and this is our one-time method. We have created this on one time and we can call it as many times as we want. After completing this process we can call this function again over here, call sum, and second time it will start taking input from the user and it will perform the same operation. What if we want to create another function that will perform multiplication? So I will do what? This time I will do a smart work. I will just copy this as it is, copy it, and here paste it over here. So just change the name of this function. Now I want to calculate the product of two numbers, so just give a name over here, product. Please enter first number, second number, blah blah blah. So now let's perform addition. Instead of this I'm going to write over here, let's calculate the product of two numbers. So here I'm going to change just the operator. Instead of this put multiply sign, and then here the product is the product of two number is equal to product. Okay, then here we need to return something as well. So let's suppose I'm going to return the result product. That's it. Now what if I want to call this function over here? So I will do what? I'm going to use this one, and here I will create my main program. Now what if I will call sum? So it will calculate sum. Now I want to calculate, let's call product function, and after that I'm going to use a keyword call, then a product, now it will calculate the product. Okay, what I'm missing here, output screen here. Okay, what if, let me bring this function output screen over here at the bottom, control C, control V, so now let me call this function over here. Okay, now first user, it will ask please enter first name, then please second name. When this code will be executed, please enter second name. So we need to multiply these two numbers and then we will get, let's suppose I'm going to do what? I'm going to enter over here, let's suppose, make your life easy, user enter 3, and here in case user will enter 12, and now after multiplying 3 multiply 12, we will get whatever required result. This will be appear on the output screen, but we need to update this message as well. So here I'm going to change this, because this time we have the product of two numbers. It's not numbers, it's a number, and instead of this two I'm going to put this one, because I have mentioned over here two over here, integer number over here, and then we will get the result. That's it. Okay, here we have done. Okay, now how to convert this function into procedure? Procedure will return nothing, so let me return something over here. Function, in function I have to return something here, return result. Okay, now I'm going to copy this and going to convert this into procedure. So here I'm going to show you how to convert this in procedure. It's very easy. So now let's talk about, let's discuss procedure using pseudocode. There are two types of subroutines that we are using. Procedure, procedure. Subroutines are predefined functions. Okay, so instead of this function, I'm going to write over here procedure. That's it, and then just remove this one. We don't need this return function because procedure don't return anything. So the same way we need to end this. So it's end procedure. That's it. The rest of the things are same. So I'm going to use this one over here. Let's call procedure. Who will call this procedure main program? Procedure. This will make our life easy. So call product, call procedure. Some procedure I've declared over here. The same way you can create a product procedure over here. Just making few changes over here in the program. Okay, after that, let's suppose after function I'm going to use what? Let me save it. So here it is. Just change few. I'm going to make few changes over here. Instead of this, I'm going to write here product. Rest of the things the same, just need to change this operator and change the message as well. Product of two numbers is equal to result. Okay, then end procedure, fine. Okay, now let's call the these are two subroutines, procedure and function, and we can reuse it again and again whenever we'll call it. This one is not working, it's over here. That's it. That's how we have learned about how to create function and procedure. Okay, ji, thank you very much.